When did HDMI cables become popular? Have you ever wondered how we went from a tangle of wires to a single sleek cable for all our audio and video needs? Let's take a trip back to the early 2000s and uncover the rise of HDMI cables. HDMI cables, or high-definition multimedia interface cables, first appeared in the early 2000s. The official standard was introduced in 2002, marking a big change in how we connected our devices. Before HDMI, we relied on a mix of bulky analog cables. These older connections were not only cumbersome but also limited in quality. The initial HDMI 1.0 standard was created by a group of major electronics companies like Sony, Philips, Panasonic, and Toshiba. Their goal was to develop a universal interface that could simplify connections for consumer electronics. This effort laid the foundation for HDMI to become the go-to choice for devices like DVD players, high-definition televisions, and gaming consoles throughout the decade. As the 2000s rolled on, HDMI steadily gained traction. More manufacturers began to include HDMI ports in their products. By the mid to late 2000s, it became the standard connection for high-definition audio and video in home entertainment systems. The growing demand for high-definition content and the popularity of flat-panel televisions helped drive this trend. HDMI cables delivered clear digital signals without the quality loss that came with older analog cables. Throughout the decade, newer versions of HDMI were introduced. HDMI 1.3 and 1.4 brought exciting features like support for 1080p video and even 3D content. These advancements were particularly relevant as high-definition and 3D televisions became more common in homes. By the early 2010s, HDMI 2.0 was launched to cater to the needs of for degrees Kelvin video content. This version supported higher bandwidth and improved audio capabilities. However, it was the 2000s that truly saw HDMI cables become popular and widely adopted. They transformed the way we connected our audiovisual devices, making setup simpler and more efficient. From a nostalgic viewpoint, HDMI cables representing the shift from the analog era to the sleek digital age. Many remember the thrill of upgrading to a high-definition television equipped with HDMI inputs. It was a game-changer, allowing us to enjoy movies and games in stunning clarity without the hassle of multiple cables. So, to answer the question, HDMI cables became popular starting in the early 2000s, with their use growing steadily throughout the decade. They played a vital role in the technological advancements of that time, simplifying and improving how we connected our home entertainment systems.